guys, what is up? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, obviously. Welcome. If this is your first time here, happy day, happy weekend, everyone. We are moving into our final weekend of Mercury retrograde, so just be prepared. Lots of stuff's been popping off lately. I hope everything is going well for you despite any chaos. I hope you're finding clarity. Yeah, that's such a powerful energy. Receiving the direction and guidance you need. Because that's what this is really about. It's about intelligently orchestrating how we are playing into things, right? So that they work for our betterment. They work for our goals, what we're trying to achieve, what we're trying to manifest in our life. And a lot of times that does come through the energy of simplifying, you know? I mean, modern life is so chaotic, right? We all have a million things going on. You know, I mean, just the constant bombardment of technology and doing and going and keeping up with the Joneses, etc. It's all fine and well and good, you know, but we can't have our fingers in every cookie jar now, can we? Right? This actually, the more simplistic we make our life, meaning, you know, it doesn't mean you have to live like without electricity or technology or anything like that, you know? It's more the value of just keeping only the things in your life that actually deserve your time and energy, right? And then we cut out, we eliminate the things that don't really honor us. And when we're able to do that, that is when we can see and feel sense into our life on a deeper level. That is the space that we easily connect with our intuition, right? Is in that simplicity. And so there is this calling, especially just collective energy, right? Over the past couple years, COVID, everything kind of being shaken up like a snow globe. Things are starting to settle. Last year was kind of the, you know, lingering effects, the hammering out, especially when it comes to what we're keeping in our life and what we're not. And so, you know, there is a little bit of like mourning and loss this weekend because, you know, being in the final stages of Mercury retrograde, it started last year, end of December. So our final Mercury retrograde of 2022, it's closing out January 18th. And so things that maybe we forgot about, that we swept underneath the covers, that we didn't really address or look at, it's now coming to light. But it's stuff that, like I said, maybe it hasn't been addressed in a while, but the need for it to come to the surface is so that we can heal it, so that we can either get rid of the energy, utilize it to make us stronger, better people, etc. Yeah, so places where we're taking something for granted or we're feeling taken for granted. I mean, this actually to me is the energy of feeling like not being valued right now with wherever you're at. Yeah, and it's causing a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. But it kind of goes back to what I was just talking about, right? The cards never lie. Okay, so 4 of Cups is the message that there is this. These are all options. All the cups are options, right? So there is something else that maybe we're not focusing on, maybe we're not seeing, right? That silver lining, you know, that, yeah, it sucks that 1, 2, and 3 didn't go how we wanted it to, but that doesn't mean that those are the only 3 options available. And a lot of times when we feel like something isn't going as it should, right? The shoulds we put on things, that's when the stress and the anxiety comes. But honestly, the message is that's only going to keep you bound, right? See that chain? I don't know if you guys can. But the chain around the swan's neck, it just is what keeps it tied to that thought, that idea, which, you know, in some ways, yeah, there might be some truth to it, but there's always options. There's always ways to move forward. And that's where the clarity lies. And honestly, Ace plus 9 is going to put us at 10 of Swords. And that's a completion of a cycle. it is learning through pain. It is learning through hardship. It is more of the harsher lessons of life. Because in the traditional deck, that Ten of Swords is like a betrayal, a backstabbing, you know, places that we feel that, you know, someone did us wrong and dirty. And I feel like we're starting to shift our perspective around that, where we feel like we're not getting what is due to us, right? From a person, place, or situation. The way that our fear and anxiety is playing off of that. And so it's actually helping us to wake up. Yeah, being a little bit more diplomatic. Libra energy, you know. You could also, this could be attached to, you know, the court system, legal matters, etc. Feeling like this level of resistance, defiance, really standing your ground. I mean, the courts aren't open on the weekends, but there is some kind of, yeah, like some interesting, like some shady energy. Whew, this is heavy, guys. I mean, this really talks about, you know, legal contracts, something being hidden. You might be sensing this. Maybe you feel it underneath the surface. Maybe you've had like inclinations around this. You're having dreams about this, etc. Really pay attention to those hidden messages, right? Back to that feeling energy, because that's really going to help you navigate this weekend, especially whatever this is that you're dealing with. Let's look at this situation a little deeper, guys. Okay, yeah. So stress, burden, a lot on someone's plate. They're feeling overwhelmed, but not really participating, you know, like, to me, there is an argument and a fight. Someone's not budging. And because, you know, they're just, like I said, very stressed, very overwhelmed. So they're keeping to themselves. They're not trying to, and this is, and if anything, I'm hearing this as a blessing in disguise, because if this person was all up in your business, it would make it 10 times worse. Yeah. There's Virgo energy with the Hermit. Knight of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you know, but this is that energy of feeling like a little sneaky, scandalous, like someone's kind of hiding something. And definitely this guy would be the one that's hiding it. So whether you're dealing with a fire sign, Leo energy is definitely Knight of Wands. You know, let's look at what's being blocked for you guys. Change. Okay, so it's like you're waiting on this person, but they're taking their time. I mean, I feel like there might be a little bit obsessing on their end towards you. They seem very fixated and focused on you. Not that I specifically see communication between you two, because like we talked about with that Five of Swords energy, that's being restricted from this situation. And when I'm talking about restricted, it means like someone's just unwilling, you know, they're not going to bend, they're not going to flex, and they really don't. But it doesn't mean that they're not like spying on you, looking at your social media, using fake profiles, etc. Someone that you've had a long-term attachment to, or someone from your past. Obviously, that confirms that Mercury retrograde I was talking about. All right, so for you, you know, just hold your ground is what I'm hearing. Even though you're waiting on this person for the change, you know. Maybe you have to wait on whatever this legality is to work out in order for things to start moving again, you know. It seems like there's a decision, like I said, that's kind of hanging in the balance. And as long as that's happening, I feel like this person or situation isn't really engaging with you, right? They took a step back. And it's stressful for you. But I think at the same time, Spirit's really talking about like stand your ground. You're almost through it. It goes back to that Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords energy with that Nine of Wands, right? You can't help it if people are like overly emotional and they can't control themselves is what I'm hearing. But you just got to wait it out. There's no other you know, I think it kind of goes back to our overarching energy, right? Like I was talking about in the very beginning. This is a lot about simplifying what you have going on in your life, really, you know, kind of refining, cultivating what is highest and best for you, irrespective of this person. Meaning you know, this person's not specifically paying attention to you, or putting your wants and needs in the same place as theirs. So do the same back. You know, sometimes we just have to mirror someone back. If they're only willing to give so much into the situation, into the energy, then, you know, that's maybe all they're asking for back. It's really limiting this situation, though. I mean, I don't feel like this is your fault, not to, you know, I don't know. It's, to me, it's something that just, you know, like I said, this person really didn't handle themselves appropriately. They got too emotional. They got too frustrated and upset with how things were going. And instead of like connecting with you, talking with you about it, they've kind of just put up their boundaries. They're resistant, that 5 of Swords. They're going to do what's highest and best for them and not pay attention to you. And so, you know, while you're in this space, like I said, it's the best time for you to kind of just say, you know what? I have to focus on myself and my life and release and let go, you know? Because it is becoming a memory. It is becoming something of the past. And that's the other thing of it. Like, we can't just wait and wait and wait around for someone to take a step. Because this person, this person is way more toxic, right? So the stinging nettle is that value of, sometimes things that are like, you know, that hurt us, sting us. They also can be very medicinal, very healing. And I feel like there's a reason why this person is just, you know, not really communicating, not really seeking you out, etc. Yeah, because it's actually better that there's not communication or trying to work through this situation, because I feel like things got too tangled and too messy. And even if you did talk to them right now, again, that concept of simplifying. So that's even simplifying in the relationship, taking it a step back, or 5 steps back. Yeah, you know, so that you can just kind of even it out and balance out. If things go too far one way on the pendulum, they swing back the other, right? Like if we go so far, we're angry, pissed off, fighting, you know, we do have to take that time apart, because that's actually swinging back the other way and bringing things back into balance. And this is more about karma, about learning, about growth. You know, this is shadow work. It's diving deep. It's finding your own empowerment in the mess. And I feel like that's what this person and situation forced you to do, you know? Taking a step back, looking at things long term, and positioning yourself accordingly, instead of just falling into, you know, the waiting game with them. You know, here's the thing about this energy. We all have difficulties. We all have stress. We all have burden. But that doesn't make it an excuse to avoid, you know, conversations, relationship, working together, etc. And like I said, this is more about this person being medicine for healing through the pain, which I know is challenging, but it feels like this weekend you're going to be doing a lot of like simplifying, reevaluating, taking a step back, healing yourself. And that actually is allowing you to release and let go of that toxicity. So I hope that this helped, guys. Not the most fun message, but I think it is, you know, just indicative that we're in Mercury retrograde. It's our last weekend. I'm sending so much love and blessings for whatever you're navigating through. If you want me to look at your personal situation, I would totally be honored to support and help in whatever way. Thank you again. Lots of love and light. Blessings. Have a great one.